What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryce, and today I'm going to read in chapter 38 of The Part for Inheritance. Let's begin. Chapter 38. Brandon was trying to sit up when the boys returned with Candace's mom. "Oh my God, Brandon," she cried, her phone in her hands. "I'm okay," he mumbled. Blood dripped from his nose. "Help me up." "Are you kidding?" Candace said, pushing him back to the ground. "You were unconscious. You probably have a concussion." Her mother knelt beside them. "Yes, I'm with him now," she said in the phone. "He looks okay." After a pause, she said, "No, he doesn't need an ambulance. We can't take him." She hung up. "That was your mother," she said to Brandon. "She wants us to take you to the emergency room. She'll meet us there." She placed her hand against his forehead. Then she pointed to the boys on the other side of the street. "Do you know who these two were? Where they live? I'm sure Brandon's mom will have questions." Candace shook her head. "I know them," Brandon said. "Boys, come here," her mother demanded. They quickly crossed the street. "I want you to go straight home. You need to think about what happened here today. Do not try to get together to change your story. Lying will only make things worse." Facts. The boys nodded. There were two others, Candace whispered, "Milo and another boy." "4 boys against 1? Candace's mother slowly flexed her fingers. "Go, now," she said to Milo's friends. They left, and her mother turned her attention back to Brandon. "Hang tight, kiddo. I'll be back in a second. Candace, you stay here while I get the car." Brandon covered his face with his hand. Candace thought it was because he was trying to block the sun, but then she saw the tears rolling down his cheeks. Candace didn't know what to do, so she took his other hand. Candace didn't cry on the way to the hospital. She even held it together as they entered the brightly lit building. With Brandon squeezing her hand so tightly, she was sure she would have bruises. Then Brandon's mother rushed in, her face streaked with tears. And Candace could feel the pressure building behind her eyes. But when they put him in a wheelchair, Candace's chest heaved, and finally sob after sob began to break through. "Oh, my dear sweet Candace," her mother pulled her into an embrace. "It's just a precaution." After they had wheeled Brandon off behind the white security doors, Candace's mother led her to a quiet corner in the lobby. "What happened out there? Something tells me this has been going on for a while." Candace told her mother how Milo and his friends bullied Brandon at school and how it had continued during the summer. Then she started to explain what happened that day, but froze at the part between Brandon's and Milo's punches, the part where she had yelled out Brandon's name. She yelled out Brandon's name. "It's all my fault," Candace mumbled. Her mouth had gone all coppery, and she couldn't breathe. It felt like she'd been the one hit in the stomach. Her mother frowned. "I don't understand." She grabbed her mom's hand. "I yelled at Brandon to stop. He looked at me, and that's when Milo hit him. And he fell, and there was the sound of his body and his head hitting the concrete. And stop right now," her mother said. "You are mostly certainly not to blame for this." Candace let her mother hug her. She knew she was acting like a baby. She didn't care. "I'm sorry about all this," she said. "I know you're on deadline." "Candace, you are more important than any deadline in the world." She smoothed her daughter's hair. "Let's find the cafeteria. It's a good day for a mommy-daughter lunch." And that was chapter 38. So tomorrow I'll be reading chapter 39. And that's about it. Peace out.